Stick around, because I'm about to show you how to get the most out of Retro Gaiden and other Mastodon servers. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about my own Mastodon server right now. It's retro-gaiden.com. Go there and have fun.
Go, play, have fun.
But if you're new to Mastodon, I'm going to offer you a few short, simple tips that'll improve your experience across the board. Okay, first thing, before you do anything at all, the very first most important number one thing is to click on Preferences on the right-hand side, and it'll take you to your appearance preferences automatically. What you want to do here is click on the option that says Autoplay Animated GIFs. Recommended. Mastodon recommends it, but it's not selected by default for whatever reason. I'll just never know why it's not automatically selected, but go ahead and do that now, so that way you don't have to click on a play button to see an animated GIF. That's silly. Second thing, if you're browsing your Mastodon server of choice on mobile, whether it's iOS or Android, you might be using the official Mastodon app or maybe some other third-party app, but honestly, to be totally honest, in my experience, the very best experience you can get for Mastodon servers on mobile is going straight to the site in a browser. You want to navigate to the site, and then you want to tap the share button, and then tap Add to Home Screen. This will put a Retro Gaiden app on your home screen or the name of the server that you're actually in, and it's really cool because a lot of websites nowadays are basically using what's called web apps, to where if you navigate to their site in a browser and then add it to the home screen, it basically behaves and functions as if it's a standalone app, and it's really cool because it takes up the entire phone screen and you don't have the browser controls cluttering up anything or the address bar. It's just the page that you're in, and it's pretty cool. It's like a standalone app for that specific page. Very cool. But I find that's a better experience than any other app that you can download from the App Store. Just go to the site, add it to the home screen, and you'll have a much better experience, and you'll be given the full options for the entire site, not just a watered down version of it. Plus, whenever you add it to your home screen via a web browser, you get to see all the little custom CSS that the server admins have put out there. Like myself, I tweaked a lot of the colors and little things here and there, so my server is unlike any other Mastodon server out there, and you won't be able to tell if you're using a third-party app to access Retro Gaiden. So going to the site is always the best number one option. Okay, final thing that's quick is just some navigation tips. If you're new to Mastodon and this is all new to you, there's a few things that you got to keep in mind. It's pretty straightforward and it's pretty easy once you know what to do, but right at first it might be a little bit overwhelming, but it's not too bad. So on the right hand side you have a column, a list of various categories and items you can go to. The very top one says Home. Home consists of everybody that you're following, so no matter which Mastodon server that person belongs to or is hosted by, if you're following them, their posts will show up here under the Home tab. Notifications is pretty self-explanatory. Anytime somebody mentions you or boosts some of your content or favorites one of your posts, it'll show up under notifications. End of story. The Explore tab shows the popular posts of that day for that server, so pretty self-explanatory again. There's not going to be a lot there if you're in a server that's not like super populated and super active, so I usually just ignore that one. Live feeds on the right-hand side, it's got the little world icon. That's where I spend about 99% of my time because I'm looking at the content that people post to Retro Gaiden. Even if I'm not following that person, their content will show up in chronological order in the server that you're in. Of course, at the top you have to make sure that this server is selected, which it is by default. Whenever you click on live feeds, it'll immediately and automatically take you to this server, which shows all the local posts for your server. Retro Gaiden is my server, and I suggest you check it out, please. If you click on other servers, it'll take you to a chronological list of posts by users in other servers that have interacted with some way with your server. In my case, Retro Gaiden. So most of the posts that you're going to find on other servers on Retro Gaiden are gaming related, and that's exactly what I want. The private mentions button is basically just like the Mastodon version of DMs. Keep in mind the private mentions on Mastodon are not end-to-end encrypted, so please don't mention passwords or bank account numbers or anything like that, just normal stuff, okay? Bookmarks is pretty cool. Bookmarks is if you want to come back to a post later, like somebody posts a link to a video that they put out, but you don't have time to watch it, but you don't want to forget about it. You click on the little bookmark icon beneath the post and it'll show up in the bookmarks feed. So that's pretty cool. It's like a little bookmark that you can save for later. Very cool. Favorites, of course, shows you everything that you've favorited. Everything that you've clicked on the little star icon will show up there in chronological order in favorites. So you can go back and see what you've done so far. So hopefully that clears things up a little bit. That's exactly how I use Mastodon. That's exactly how I use Retro Gaiden. and I suggest you do it the same way because it's the best way to do it. But like I said, please consider joining Retro Gaiden. We're up to 33 members. It's growing. I'm adding more stuff all the time. I'm tweaking things on the back end. So I just want to make it as awesome of a platform as I possibly can for retro gaming enthusiasts, and I'm getting there. It's getting close. All it needs is you. It needs more people joining and posting, and it's going to be solid. I've got more plans to promote the site besides just making videos and stuff like that. It's a slow progress. We're still getting started. We're still in the first month, and the progress has been pretty phenomenal. I'm not going to lie. That's it. That's all I got for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Consider joining retro-gaiden.com, and I'll see you there. Have a great day.